10 25 2020 NOW ServiceNow. And I'm updating it for all of the managers and whatnot. And we had a nice breakout. Now they're going to have the earnings coming out on 10/28, and we're up here toward the high end, of course. That high end was 533, and that low end was 478, and it opened at 491. That's what the monthly chart does look like, and it is at 52-week highs right now as we approach 1028. So ServiceNow is approaching it, and it already hit it. And then you had that pullback, and we did, and we tested that 20-day, and then we popped right here, right now, where that resistance line is, right into the 10-day moving average. Not only that, ServiceNow, NOW, still has a negative 1.26 negative daily sell ratio on the daily chart here, and it does. And when we are doing the earnings season, just like we did on the Netflixes and the Teslas and the rest of them, the big ones, this is a big one, but this is a great company and what it does. And when we pull back here on Thursday, we dipped to the 20-day moving average and bounced. And then we continued to move into resistance there, back into the 10-day simple moving average with the crown of resistance slightly above the 10-day moving average. Now, what we're looking for and what we know how to do with ServiceNow is it does one of two things, and we know what it does. Either trades up going into the report, or it trades down going into the report, and then they pop it. It's going to be either or. So if we do break above those 10-day moving averages and through that resistance line there at 521, then we would look to see if ServiceNow would continue that breakout into the day that it would report the great results and then sadly drop. You heard me. So it is a very robust company, and it's a robust chart. And hey, it's got that daily sell signal, so we know what's going to happen and how to trade the report. That's what it's about. And we know what to do with it. And we invite you because we feel that you can benefit by watching what happens in the earnings season, in the after hours market, and the kind of volatility that happens in markets and whatnot. We feel that that would be a very good experience for you because at least you're going to learn a little bit more. And that's what counts, so that you, as you sit there in front of your computer, looking at the screen, a lot of uncertainty with prices that move and options especially. That's what we're market makers in, but we always get wholesale. So for us, it's easy. For the public, well, they don't understand what the role of a market maker is and how they take the money away from the public, because that's what their role is to take your money. And we show you how not to let them take your money. And that is the powerfulness of this relationship. Let us never forget it. Let us never forget that, because as long as we have that, then we are going to always win. We will always be winners. And we will, because then you, for the first time, will be on the right side with the market maker instead of them taking your money. And when you're here in the free trial, we are going to take you through every aspect of what markets and exchanges are about and how they operate and what they do, what is their functions, and what is involved in these exchanges and these option pits, and how they use electronic routing systems, and how the market makers are always trying to game the public when the poor public is the one trying to buy an option price, and then they drop the prices on them ridiculously down to nothing. And then, hey, it's the mechanics of what market makers do. And they do it, and people get caught in it, and it's not easy to go through that, let alone understand that the volatility behind it all is set that way to take your money. That's what they do best. They take your money. And I'm here to show you how and why, so that at least at worst case scenario, when you do, or if you do walk away, you're going to walk away empowered, a lot stronger than what you were, and you're going to have a total different view of how you view the markets, because you're not going to view them the same way. That is the promise. And if you want to know what that promise is, then you got to come and claim it. And if I were you, I would come and claim it only for one reason. Number one, you have to be serious. Number two, you have to want to better yourself. Number three, you get to see it live in front of your face, and you can believe what you see. A lot of people talk a lot of stories, but when it comes time to deliver it, they seem to have a problem doing that. Who knows why? But we do deliver, and you get to watch the delivery on a daily compounded level, 5 days a week. Times 4 is 30 days, times 12 is the first year. That's how I would look at it. 2021 is going to be really something. Anyway, ServiceNow is set up to pop. It's a great chart. 10-day moving average, earnings release. We're going to make a lot of money again on ServiceNow. So, we will see you there. Stay tuned. You have to know how to trade this thing now. And it was really evident when it tested that 20-day moving average on Thursday. Look at that pop. Yeah, that's what it did. 495, and it pops up here. How about that? To the high of 514. That was a nice breakout from that current low to that resistance. So either we trade up going into the report, or we sell down. And a lot of times when these things report in the after hours, because it's all very manipulative now. That's a manipulation. Earnings preview, NOW, how to trade it, rock solid company, how to buy dips, how to sell rips, how to make money in the option market. And not only that, how do I take a gain before the report is released, and then after the report, if there is a big dip in volatility, I buy it. And then, well, if they do gap it up and it gaps up real high, I fade the gap, and when it pulls back and sets up a new pattern, then I look at trading it again from wherever it will be. And we have Twilio coming up as well. Yep. And I just want to make everybody aware that I am updating these for the managers right now, NOW. So everybody has a game plan. We already know what we're going to do with it. You can go back and watch the video. I sent them all out in an email to you so that you have them in your inbox. All right, here we are. That's going to be the high that we're going to be looking at up there, 531.25. So if we dip down, trade above that 10-day, buyers will come in and move it higher. Okay, so we're caught right in the middle with the earnings volatility ahead of the next 4 trading days. Earnings preview, NOW, managers update.